What is up, everyone? It's Ricky572 Return a Chance. Today is January 9th, 2023, and we're going to hop on and do a quick market watch right now. I know last market watch I said that we were going to do a video on our cards that are going down in price, but I think we're just going to save that for some time this week because there's some cards we need to talk about today that have gone up in price, starting with Karikura Divine Carnate. Not really sure how to pronounce it, but this card has gone up and down. Was going up and down last year. Recently it was under $10, and then right now it's gone up again to the price point of 16.50, basically $17 with shipping, 17.40, and 16.50. This is going up to like $18 with shipping. So yeah, it got another buyout, and honestly, I'm still not a fan of this card. I think the reason for the buyout is because Cali Effect mentioned it in one of his videos. I haven't seen the video or where he talks about it or what he says about it, but I did hear that he did mention it, so that probably what caused the buyout. But honestly, I'm not really a fan of the card, and I think it's gonna come back down again. It hasn't seen play in any of the formats we've had right now, and I doubt it's going to see play next format. There's other options I think that could deal with Cashtira boards, and I think that's what this was probably going to be tech for, to go against that board. But I think there's like better options you could use. I mean, make your own judgment again on this, but if you feel like you're confident in playing it, and if you feel this is for you, then go ahead and use it. I just feel like there's other options, depending on a deck you're running, that you could use. So that's just my opinion on this card. You guys could do what you want. You guys could buy it if you want, or wait till I think it's gonna go down. I might be wrong, but we'll see. We'll see when that time comes. One of the options that I would thought about using against Cashier boards is the Winged Dragon of Raw Sphere mode, and they're actually kind of cooled down. They were hyped up for a bit, for I think it was like Sprite format when Toto was running around. Oh no, when Ronin Totem was still not banned. So this is the option that I'm thinking of going with, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and invest in some what do you call it, some ghost rare ones, because I feel like they're pretty cheap for what they are. They're only $50, and that's a ghost rare. Or you could go ahead and play budget as well. I'm playing budget, but I'm gonna invest in the ghost rares because I feel like these have potential to go up. So yeah, I would. Well, this is the option I'm gonna try to use. I also have things like lava golem that you could use as well. It kind of works the same, but this one tributes 3, lava golem tributes 2. So that's just me. You guys could do what you want with that information. Another card is a Book of Eclipse. I definitely recommend it in the past, picking up some ultra rares, because I feel like these are gonna hit like maybe $3 to $5. It's a great way to deal with them because it just flips them all face down and gets rid of all the threats. Currently, they're still copies under $1, so pick up your playsets if you can right now, or you could wait till play the like any of the rare commons as well. You have those options available to you if you're a budget player. But if you want max rarity, and I know a lot of people are gonna play max rarity, go for the ultra rares. They're probably like the best option if you want to like make some money on the card. Next one is I think I mentioned it. Yeah, I mentioned this. Forest Words of Concealing Light. Another option you could use for breaking the Kishtir board because it just flips them off face down. There's commons available. Ultra rares are a bit too expensive at the moment. They're at $11, right? Yeah, they're going up to like $15. So yeah, I would just stick with the commons if you're gonna play this. And then next card is Book of Lunar Eclipse. Actually, I noticed I was going a bit up in price as well. So we have a damage one at $2. We have a couple other copies at $5.55, and then they're heading up to like $7. So yeah, these have been going up over the past couple months as an option to use if you don't want to use like Book of Eclipse. This is another option you could use, and yeah, it has another super rare printing, so you could use that as well. But if you want like technically mid max rarity, you could go for that one as well. I feel like these could hit like $10, but I I like Book of Eclipse way better than Book of Lunar Eclipse, because Book of Lunar Eclipse makes you pay uh, a cost of discarding a card, and it only could do 2 monsters, as opposed to Book of Eclipse, which lets you do the whole board. Another option you could use as well is Nibiru, because post Photon Hypernova, Kashtira's will go through more than 5 summons. So I think they start off with like the Fenrir, then the new Tier Elements one, or non Tier Elements one, the Scarclaw one. I forgot what it was, but they do summon more than 5 times. So you could use Nibiru as an option. The only problem with running Nibiru is that Tears is still running around. So Tears kind of benefit off Nibiru, because you do tribute a monster and trigger off their fusion monster effects, so they do benefit off it. So it's kind of like a 50-50 situation where Nibiru is good against Kashtira, but it's not good against Tears. So that's one of the issues of running Nibiru, but it is an option you can use against Kashtira as well. So that's it for the cards we're going to talk about for like going against Kashtira and Kashtira base or whatever. Next card we're going to be talking about is Sprite Blue. So I did notice Sprite Blue going up in price, and I think that's because it's been doing pretty well in like recent tournaments. I've seen it get like tops and stuff, and it's still keeping up in the format. And I guess this is like the second best deck right now currently with Tears. I know Cashier is gonna be the next best deck after that, but it's still hanging in there. So these were sitting around like under $40, and are now going up to the price point of like almost $50 actually. So that's like, we have a $44 copy there. We have this basically 49, and then just going up to 50 there. And let's look at the second page. So yeah, we have 52, 53. So yeah, they're starting to bounce back up. Sprite Blues are starting to bounce back up. I actually picked one up from Project CCG. Shout out Project CCG, because I'm playing Tri Brigade Sprites, and I only run one of these. I forgot how much I paid for it, but it wasn't $50. But I did get my copy, and I'm happy about that. But yeah, it is going up, and I think that's because it's keeping up with the format. And I think later on, after Kashtira and Tier format, I think Sprites are gonna be one of the better decks of the format once Tiers get hit. So I think it's just one of those future proof decks, because it already got hit, so I doubt it's gonna get any more hits. So it's one of those decks that is safe to play, safe to invest in and stuff. So like once a week I try to look at my folders and try to keep up with pricing and stuff, because I have so many cards, and this is one of the ones that is on the front page, because I have my folders alphabetically organized. So I start off with like A's, and then go to B's, C's, etc. So I was able to catch on to this one, and I noticed that Artifact Lancey, the secret rares, are going up in price. These are they're going low on listings too. I think there was less the other day, but now there's more. But we have heavily, moderately damage, and then we hit our first lightly played at like $12-13, and then they go up from there. 13, 14. I'm right there. 14. If you want to buy, hit me up, I'll give you a deal. 14. We have some second page ones going up to like 15, 16, 17. So yeah, these were sitting around like, well, I picked some up around like I think $5 to $6, and they have gone up. They more than doubled in price, and I think that's because it's being used, I think, as an option against Kashtira as well. But the only thing about this card is that you can't activate it during your turn, so you have to activate it during your opponent's turn. I mean, it stops them a little bit, but it would be better if it stopped them during your turn as well, not just your opponent's turn, because it says during your opponent's turn you contribute this card from your hand or face up from your field. No player can banish cards. So it would be better if it did it during both players' turns, but you could only do it during your turn. But it is going up in price, and it is being looked at as an option against Kashtira. I should have probably included this in the beginning of the video. Yeah, but yeah, I'm letting you guys know, and you guys do what you wanted. Information. It's another tech you could probably invest in. But there's other copies as well if you're a budget player like me. 30-cent commons and then ultra. I love premium gold rares. I play with premium gold rare, but you guys pick up which one you want. I saw MCO 40 mention Illusion of Chaos, and I did invest in a couple months back when they were like around $25-$27. So these have been going up and are now, for the first near mint, it's $34, and then 34, 35, 34, 34, 34, 34, 35-ish dollars. Let's see the second page. How many listings do we have? We have 66 listings currently. And yeah, they're basically 35-ish on the second page. So yeah, they're heading up to 35. There's a couple pages still and at 35. Let's see, third page. So it's going to take a while for it to break that $35 price point. But yeah, we have basically at $35. So yeah, Illusion of Chaos. Not sure why it's going up. I just know it's one of those engines that you use with like Magician Souls and stuff to get like draw advantage or something, or like a body on the board. But you guys let me know down in the comments if you guys know why this is going up. I just know that MCO 40 mentioned it, and I decided to mention it too. So yeah. So when I list on TCG Players, sometimes I list cards like way over what the price is. So Pancratops was one I bought for like around $2. We're actually going to be talking about a secret rare. So Pancratops is one I bought for like around $2 last year, and I bought like 12 copies of them or something. And then I had them listed at $7.99, which was like almost quadruple what the price point was at that time. But when that happens, I just do it because that's the price point I'm willing to sell it at. And, you know, sometimes people buy it just to support, me. And then sometimes people buy it because the price goes up. And that makes me come back to it and take a look at it. And last night I sold a couple copies, and it made me come back and look at it. And I noticed that Pancratops has been going up in price, and it's reaching the $10 price point, almost $15. Oh, that's $20 right there. Last night we had more $10 copies, but yeah, we have $10, $14, $15, $20, $25. That is crazy. It's going up in price, and it only has 10 listings now. There was more listings last night when I sold some of my copies, but now there's only 10 listings, and they have most of the $10 ones are basically gone, and they're just going up to $15. But yeah, that's what happens sometimes. I put them up at a high price, hoping they will reach that price, and if they do reach that price, then you know I'm winning, and whoever bought it is winning, because right now they have gone up even further. But yeah, Pancratops is going up in price. I'm not really sure why on this one. I know it's a good going second card, and it's in level 7 as well, so maybe it could be Tech and Cashier as well as a free body. So, but I'm not really sure about that. I just know it's going up in price. Let's look at the collector rare too. Actually, there's other options though if you want to play like ultra rare, and commons. Collector rares, these haven't gone up too much. It's still 105, 110, 114, 114, 14, 115, 120. So they haven't gone up too much. I remember these were like I guess after the release of Ancient Guardians, these were like a 120-ish or something. So they have gone down a bit, but yeah, they haven't gone up too crazy. I actually might pick up this one. We might give him his second sell and see how it goes. It's 105. It's not too bad for a Pancratops, because I wanted one back then, because I do play dinosaurs, and I wanted a collector with Pancratops, but they were like 120, so that actually might not be too bad for 105. But he doesn't have any. He's barely starting. Should we give him the benefit of the doubt? We'll see. So I think that's it for the cards that have been going up in price. But right now we're gonna be talking about, since I didn't have that market watch with cards that are kind of low in price right now, I decided to just include like 3 other cards that I think you guys should pick up. First one being is Ash Blossom. Probably like this would be your better option, the Prismatic Secret. Yeah, probably the Prismatic Secret is your best option if you want to like profit. But I think any Ash Blossom at the moment is good to pick up, because once we're done with the tier format, I think people are gonna run back to hand traps, and they're always gonna be, Ash Blossom is always gonna be that hand trap that is a staple in every deck. Well, most decks send to the graveyard, and what's the other one? Special summon, right? Special summon from the deck. Yeah, special summon from the deck. So it has so many options you could use it for, and I think the Prismatic Secret is the best buy. It's only $30 for playset. Secrets before this were like 60-ish, 70-ish dollars, almost 100 for the original versions. Let's take a look at the original versions. So you have unlimited, first edition, damage first edition. We don't see any lightly played first editions. So it looks like first editions are still going to be pretty expensive. 40. Yeah, I don't see any first. Oh, there we go. Our first lightly played first edition at $35. So yeah, these were more expensive back then. But since it's not seeing play, it went down. And I just feel like Ash Blossom's a no-brainer right now if you want to pick your copies up. If you're gonna do it to play, any of these would do. If you're gonna do it to like profit, I think this one has a better chance of going up later on. So the next card you guys should probably pick up is Lightning Storm, and we're actually just gonna focus on these four at the bottom here, because these are like the higher rarity ones, and unless you got money, you're gonna be picking these up. But for my budget players like me, you're most likely gonna be focusing on these four right here. So you have different options. You have ultra rares from King's Court or Magnificent Mavens, or you could go with like a Prismatic Secret from the 2210s, or the original version from Ignition Assault. I'm not really sure which one you would consider the higher rarity. I like Prismatic Secret more than the regular Secret, but technically, since this is the original version, it's the higher rarity budget version. So you guys make that decision on your own on which one you think is a higher rarity. But I just feel like this is a good card in case we have like another format where we have like, back row heavy decks and stuff. This is just one of those options that are going to be in the side or the main if we do get to that format one day. So at $10-12 a copy, $9, I think it's a good buy. I mean, you could go with the original too, but I think these would be the better options to go after. These could probably hit like maybe 15, 20 at some point. But that's just my opinion. You guys do what you want with that information again. So like I said, with Pankratops, same with Fallen of Albaz, sometimes I list it higher than what the market price is so I can make a profit. And if it sells at that price, it sells at that price. So I noticed that Fallen of Albaz, well, last week when I listed it, there were some copies around like 15-ish dollars. Currently, those copies are gone. And the cheapest copy on the market now is $18. We have 18, 22, basically 22 with shipping, 23.84, and then we have me at 22.99. But yeah, Fallen of Albaz received more support in Cyberstorm Axis, and I think more people are gonna buy Fallen of Albaz because it's one of those decks that just doesn't die. It keeps getting support and stuff. And because of that support that it got, I'm pretty sure this is gonna go up even further later on, once more people catch on to it. But the one I would recommend investing, not the secret rare, I think go for the ultimate rare, even though I do have secrets if you guys want to buy those. But I would suggest going for the ultimate rare if you guys want to make a profit. I think these could hit like probably like $60 later on when the more of the support comes, because you can mix it with Despia and stuff. But yeah, once the support comes, I'm pretty sure these will hit $60, and you have a better chance of profiting with these OTs than you do with the secret rares, because technically these are the higher rarity, even though the secret rare does look nice. You do have ultra rares and commons if you're a budget player, but if you're like a higher rarity player, definitely I think the OT is a better one to go with, even though I do have secrets and I do want to sell my secrets. So if they sell, they sell. But I think the OT has a better chance of going up even further than the secret rare. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow us on Instagram at Return a Chance. So I've been thinking about doing TikTok. I don't use TikTok, but I've been thinking about making an account there to try to expand our audience. Also, I'm trying to expand into eBay to get more sales going. But yeah, that's some things we're gonna look forward to in the upcoming month. So stay tuned for that. This is Ricky 5 Cent 2, and we'll see you guys next time.